your boy Bobby B. Sure want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is, when will Tariq admit that his father was right? When will he admit that Ghost was right? If you guys go back and you look, I did a video called Tariq's Regret, and it is literally me edited. I edited up some clips and stuff of that nature of Ghost talking to Tariq, telling him about how the life would be if he decided to go into it. Now, don't get it twisted. Ghost has talked to Tariq plenty of times of trying to keep him out of the life of the drug game and the streets and things of that nature, but Tariq would not listen. And now pretty much everything that Ghost has said to him has happened in Power Book 2 Ghost. Like, everything his father was trying to stop has happened in this series. Everything his father was telling him to go away from was happening in this series. To now we even got to the point where we see this man trying to leave with his grandmother to potentially go into witness protection to some degree, which would have been an insane move in my opinion. And Tariq keeps in touch with them to the point that he even put his grandmother into witness protection, right? So when it comes down to it, the thing that I want to talk about is that when will he admit that his dad was right the entire time, that his father was telling him the truth? Every time when Tariq talks about Ghost, he immediately talks about how his father, he didn't get him, he didn't like him, he didn't agree with him. My father was trying to set me up. It's the main thing you always hear about Tariq's character. And this is the thing that really get me. There was once a live in a conversation that Courtney Kim had, and a couple of us pointed out the fact that, Tariq doesn't really have too much empathy. Everyone, he can display some empathy, but not much. And that Tariq technically is traumatized, right? To go through that much death from Raina, Kanan, Ghost, all these people, everyone, and to like, he acts as though it doesn't faze him. And I've seen people like that. I've grown up around people like that. There's dudes that was out in the street, chicks too, and they would be a part of that life, and they've done things, and it would never faze them. But you know something? There always comes that time when everything they did phases them and affects them. Something happens to make them feel what they have done. Something happens where all of that falls on them. And I'm going to tell you this. Some people do not know how to take it. Some people, they finally get what they did was wrong, and they cannot take it, and it destroys them. It leads into things like nervous breakdowns, life, all kind of stuff. And then some of them admit to what they've done is wrong, and they decide, you know what? I'm going to do something about this. I'm going to do better. I'm going to come out of this. I'm going to learn from my mistakes, and I'm going to become a better version of me than I ever did before, right? And that's the path you want. But Tariq hasn't had that moment where he is literally facing anything that he has done. Anything. The moment he finally does, and the moment he sees what he has done and the mistakes he has made, and he finally admits that his father being gone was the worst thing he's ever done, I don't know how he can take it. I think Tariq is very strong. I think he'll be one of those people that can come back from it. One thing about Ghost has made mistakes, Roller being one of the biggest ones, and he's found a way to technically try to live with it. Even when Tommy took out Angela and he was angry with Tommy, he wanted to take Tommy out, he found a way to let his love for Tommy override what he felt. So if Ghost is a reflection of Tariq, then Tariq can come back when he finally sees what he has done, and when it finally hits him that he was wrong. So basically, when it comes down to it, what I'm saying is, when Tariq admits that his father was right, it's going to be something. But at the same time, I want him to come back from that better. I don't want him to come from that worse or anything of that nature. I want him to definitely come back from that one better. But I mean, that's pretty much all I got to say in regards to that. I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy Bobby B's here. I just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down, and one.